Snowed in Undertale. Yeah, man. It's December. Winter in Vol Caldera Bluffs is finally here. And as if to celebrate the occasion, tonight is St. Hammond's Winter Formal. It's hard to believe it's already here. It really crept up on me. Whenever I remember the event coming up, I just force it out of my mind. Alright, we got all this stuff. It's pretty much shared.
Don't worry, Olivia's just getting ready.
Mrs. Payne's voice carries a tone of worry with it. Turning to her, I see the older woman staring at Olivia's door. What is it, ma'am? She shakes her head with a smile just shy of uneasy.
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to make tonight extra special for us, so I decided to break out my old sewing machine. We were going to trailer a dress together, but,
Another shake of her head.
it's fine, Inco.
Was it, though? What if it wasn't? What could I even do if it wasn't? I nod and lean back, letting the small talk between everyone else continue. My concern only grows heavier as we wait, though. And, inevitably... Oh my fucking god. Honestly, let me just say this to this guy. You know, that wasn't as bad as the aquarium, really. And inevitably, honk honk. That must be your ride.
Oh, dear. I'll go and hurry Olivia along, then.
My voice is quick to cut her off. I'll check, Mrs. Payne. All eyes are on me. Oh, probably questioning why. I'll check. Damien and Liz, can you hold the driver for a bit? Damien flashed me a thumbs up and heads out, with Liz's body following shortly after.
Don't take too long, okay?
Her head departs at my knowledge. God, we haven't seen her in forever. She does not contribute all that much to endings. I mean, fair enough. Like, she's Damien's girlfriend in the story more than anything. She shows up in that one thing, but that's as a double date, so yeah. Yeah, because, like, Damien wouldn't have that kind of fight, so... What the fuck is this guy doing? When I move to Olivia's door, surrogate parents follow. I'm sorry, but could Olivia and I have some privacy? God dang it, if you're gonna have sex in there, I will come after you. Is it? I've already pointed out that I think it has one too many colors going on. Like, we have the blue, we have the red, we have the gold, we have the orange, we have the green, we have the lighter green, we have the purple, then we have our blue eyes. It's a little much. A little bit much. I feel the same about Damien. You have the red and the pink on his face. You have the brown on his hair. The whiter on his skin. Okay, that's fine. Then we have a different shade of red, a shade of gray, white, and black. So, and then his pants are like a slight reddish hue. Like, come on. Go with Inco style. Have a limited palette. It looks like Olivia has like 3 palettes going on at once. And my biggest problem with him is just the sleeves, right? The sleeves are kind of what kills it for me. I don't know what it is, but making the sleeves a different color makes it feel so much more less formal. And so much more like he's a fucking vampire. I don't know why it gives him such a vampire touch. You tell me.
Inco, darling, please. My son doesn't have a gaydar, but he does have a blood radar. And he is a vampire. I'm sorry to tell you that.
But aren't vampires supposed to be pansexual?
Listen, Inco, I don't know what you heard about, but vampires are very picky about who they eat. I mean, whose blood they drink.
He's a werewolf, isn't he? Fashion review channel. Listen, I will review fashion if given the opportunity. Now some people will go, but what about Sophia's shirt? That's because this is a single design. This is a very heavily localized palette of a character design. And not to mention, these things are already pretty busy. There's a reason why usually when you have a design like this, you want to cover it up with something. Or have it be the centerpiece of the whole thing. Don't wear something busy with this. It just looks weird. Or wear a jacket over it to cover it up a little bit, so that it feels more like a cool thing. And printed shirts are also generally more accepted, regardless of what they look like. They've officially, you've been vaccinated against them. What the fuck is this statement? What is this guy doing? This will become a Fashion Review channel, and I will criticize characters for having goofy designs. You just wait. I am vicious. I have opinions. And they come from a place of love. Please. Sophia almost protests, but thankfully Randy takes her hand. I like Sophia. Doesn't get used as much as she could be, but, you know, I know why. Better hurry. That driver won't wait too long. They walk into the kitchen quietly whispering to one another. My knuckles tap on the door just hard enough that Olivia could hear it. Another couple of taps.
Olivia, you can't die on prom night. I'll be the biggest loser.
I love people in like DMs chats. I hate them actually. Who are like, hey, person who is now online. It's like that person came online not to you could fucking say hello. Say hello to people who say hello first. Don't be like that. Olivia. My fingers wrap around the handle of the door and twist. God damn it, Olivia! You can't paint your window with radon paint, but it glows. Listen, I really like Sophia though. Her design is lovely. Her hair, the biggest problem I have with her design, right, is I mentioned having some contrast on characters is good, but Randy has some nice contrast. And his print works extremely well, all things considered. Because, again, it's a very localized palette. I have an issue with her hair. I don't know what it is, but her hair is, like, just the wrong kind of shade where it stands out a little bit more than I feel it should. I wonder if shifting the hue more bluish would work, but it probably would look weird and sickly if you did. I don't know if it can be fixed. I feel a blonde would work better. But it's a weird... It gets a greenish hue in my eyes. I don't know what it is. Pushing the door open, I'm greeted by sheer blackness. The goddamn radon paint. Inco. Oh, what the fuck is this song? This is Calm 2. The sound of my blood pumping in my ear from Olivia's weak voice. Quick as lightning, my hands finds the light switch and clicks it on. I don't know if it's sad. It feels a bit more revelatory right now. Olivia, that's not a prom dress, you idiot. Listen, I give some sharp fashion advice, but I shouldn't have to tell you that. Incomplete page. Hey. The relief is so powerful, I have to steady myself with a hand against the wall. I don't know what I was expecting. But Olivia's okay, just, we're 2 hours late. You're not dressed. Wrong words. Olivia sits atop of bed, in the clothes she still wore to school. What? This is on a school day? Ew! Not the handmade dress that's on a wheelchair. It's eerily similar to a month ago. She was curled up on her sheets with wadded up paper once again spread over her bed. Oh, so this is why the lacking points are bad. She doesn't want to cook. She doesn't have the Olivia points to be smart, to be good. The only difference is this time Guts is sitting on my spot and chewing idly on one of the... Guts, no! Olivia picks him up and nuzzling him comfortingly into her plush pet. What's wrong, Olivia? The rat is sat down with a heavy sigh and Guts scampers away. Oh, fuck! We get him in the cool suit, too. Damn! With my spot freed up, I sit next to Olivia. I pick up one of the crumpled pages and unwrap it. Hold on. To call Mr. Iadakon a teacher is to be unflattering. He was above and beyond that. He was beloved by all. The next line is crossed out. In fact, all of the rest of the lines are crossed out. Like the variations of the same few phrases, but put together in every possible combination. The strike-throughs grow increasingly more aggressive with each line deemed unworthy. I pick up another sheet. Same thing. Each page is just crossed out attempts to get a thought. Yeah, because she's a painter. She's a paintist, not a writist. A writist. That's just how artists are, you know. With each new page, it's just crossed out attempts to get the thoughts out of her head and onto paper. Stop that. Olivia, are you okay? That's a stupid question. No, I'm fine. It's just it's been months and I'm still not ready to say goodbye. Meanwhile, everyone else has moved on. Stupid, isn't it? I mean, I understand. You don't have to give a speech or anything if you don't want to. Olivia sags and sways her head until it's laid comfortably on my shoulder. That's your arm, not your shoulder. Also, she looks like she's about to devolve into the Cyclops mode again. There is something about this particular angle that is not very flattering. I feel her fingers intertwine with my own. Once more, we're holding hands like just outright degenerates. Finally to allow her anxiety to escape with a heavy and slow exhale. The minute of tranquility is then shattered by a blaring horn. Honk, honk. What was that? Oh, crap. I take my phone out, see half a dozen texts from Damien and Liz, all of them expressing my need to hurry up. Come on, hurry up! Everything okay? Hey, dude, you there? Go without us. Something came up. We're gonna do something else? Alright, take care. Hey, I can't pay the guy! Poor Damien realized too late he's now shafted on the bill. Nah, it's probably paid off at a time. The tip is the part. With that weight off our shoulders, I let my phone fall onto the bed next to us. I told them to go ahead. God, Inco, sorry. You don't have to apologize. I said all that time getting ready, and Auntie even helped me with the dress, but I can't do anything. Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about it. I don't need to go to the winter formal. I just want to spend time with you. And we can still do that. No, we'll go for... And we'd still do that. We can still do that. Yeah. Still, I don't want to sit around here. Not again. We could go out somewhere. Any ideas? Nothing comes to mind. We could just walk around and see what happens. Yeah, I wanted to point that out. Like, the tip is like the one part. Who will tip the driver? Is Damien just going to give him an angry text? Is that why they have the black eye? They're reusing it for ending 3 because he shafts Damien? Oh, that'd be great. The Christmas decorations ought to be in full swing now, if nothing else. It takes a few moments, but Olivia's eyes slowly begin to light up. Yeah, that does sound a little fun. Besides, I used to wait a night with you all gussied up like that. A sultry grin grows as she eyes me up and down. You're not that gussied up, Inco. Like, you look suave and sleek, but this isn't fancy. This isn't fancy dress. I guess for men it's fancy dress because men aren't allowed to actually dress in cool outfits. Men aren't allowed to wear fun outfits at all. There are so many cool outfits in the world that men could wear that make them look super fucking cool. But no, we gotta wear suits and ties. Fuck off. Fucking losers. Clowns. Insecure bastards. Get out of here. Let men put on moisturizer. They could fucking use it. I'm blushing. I can tell I'm blushing. I've been pointing out every single time I've been blushing in this game so far, so it's not weird that I'm doing it now. Anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't do the same for you. That's fine. I'll find an excuse to make you wear it later. You want to go now? Yeah, could you help me up? Sure. Are we gonna, like, do another part on her knee? Because her knee is the thing, right? Imagine living in a world where we can dress like Virgil from Devil May Cry. Oh my god. Like, that man is what fancy is. You look at him and you're like, ooh, ooh, oh, That is a man who wants you to look his way. That is a man who is certain and confident in what he is. Thanks. I stand up from the bed and bring over Olivia's wheelchair, helping her in it slowly. Let's go. Grabbing a chair from behind, I guide Olivia out of the room and through the deserted townhouse. Where the fuck did your parents go? On the metro, it's strangely emptier than normal. Why is it emptier than normal? It's just Olivia and I in the car for once. Yeah, it's late. We've never been in here at night, have we? Now that I think about it, everybody is going to the formal, so it's really just Olivia and I tonight in general. There's something that I wanted to figure out, and it's something that has bothered me for a long while. Like, there is something that makes that fucking ping boom happen. Oh, there's a Metro sound player. That might be what's going on. No, that's the camera. What? I don't know. I glance at Olivia through my sunglasses. She's turned back, staring out the window, drifting through her own head as she repaints the world in her image. She does see different things differently than most. It's a gift she should treasure more. Is this really okay? I get the feeling this is one of those things she's always going to regret. Not that I should have forced her along or anything. Still, I should probably try to do something about the situation, but what? I'll stop us in another 8 minutes. My head is filled with thoughts of my empty home, and I consider... Is that why I should bring her? Some lonely, isolated place? Maybe a slapdash plan forms in my head. It's pretty stupid, honestly. But I'll be making it up as we go. It's infinitely better of just letting us hide away more, however. 5 minutes. Olivia doesn't seem to be paying attention. Her head is turned, eyes are focused on the passing scenery through the window. She probably expects me to tell her where I might stop. I can feel the train slowing down just a bit more. I stay silent as I turn my head towards the window, too. I guess she must have been deep in thought because our train stops at the station, and she just doesn't budge. It's the moment of truth. The doors slide open, and then they shut, and the train continues. What is this plan? We are now in untested waters. The train takes us to an unknown destination. Hope it's a good one. After a few... Whoa. 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 After a few minutes, Olivia comes out of a reverie confused. Wasn't that a stop? Oh, was it? Whoops! Oh, well. Oh, wait, Inco. It's going to be hours before it loops back around. Well, we can just get off at this next stop and wait for a different train. Or take the taxi back, and no biggie. You don't seem that surprised. Well, I'm just looking at it like an opportunity. We could go get you something that you was expecting to home. Inco, for fuck's sake, what are you trying to do? Yeah, I guess. That'd be cool, yeah. The metro starts slowing to a halt. I squeeze Olivia's hand. Adventure? Yeah, adventure. I gesture out the door in a polite ladies' first manner. Well, then I start pushing. It's a fucking metro. Like, the stops are pretty close together on those things, right? Like, it's not that far. You can walk it back if you have to. Her eyes do look very nice in this light, though. They did a very good job making that look. It looks a little too good for, like, the rest of her body, but hey. Although, no, her sleeve looks pretty good. Just that because she's in the shadow, like, the rest of her looks kind of bleh. Then I start pushing her once she's away from the wall. The cold December hits us like a brick wall. Jeez, it's freezing. Oh no, your little Trudon. Looks nicer than last year. We exit the metro into a carefully placed stone path. The district is enchanting. All the buildings are faded stone and brick, with colorful lights cast them in a magical glow. Older, but well kept. And as we move along the path and cobblestone road, I feel as though Liv and I have gone off the train another time period entirely. Gas lights, decorated with tinsel, replace the modern street lamps that normally light up the sidewalks. The difference between this place and the rest of Volcaldera is night and day, and manages to invite an even cozier feeling of the holidays. Whoa. This is the city's old financial district turned tourist spot. It's hard to believe it managed to stick around after all these years. You been here before? My dad took me once. So, what do they have around here? Just some restaurants and shops. The usual stuff that any tourist spot's gotta have. But I think there's a few small art exhibits around here too, if you want to see those. Ah, that sounds good to me. We continue walking down, admiring the district side by side. There's a few dinosaur folk around the area, but it's noticeably clear that they're well wrapped up for the sake of heat retention. Puffy coats and puffy jackets, and thick coats and thick pants, and thick jackets and puffy shoes and thick hats. With the primary apparel, with some added scarves and beanies to further aid in keeping warm. Though, even with it being purely for necessity, there's certainly a winter fashion scene to take advantage of. Small but noticeable chittering noise pauses my current train of thought. I look over at Olivia, doing her best to stop herself from vibrating in her chair. Only now does it dawn on me that her climate is the one thing shielding her from the frigid climate. Hold on a second. I undo my coat and drape it over her. Thanks. It's worth getting my ass handed to me by Snow Miser if it means keeping us somewhat protected from the... Oh my god, he looks like such a Dorcas. You're a stagehand now. Shall we? Listen, Inco, if you're just wearing a shirt, you will die. After a bit more walking, we find ourselves in front of a quaint bistro. Thinking about it, I am a bit hungry. There are a few tables inside, but the outdoor seating area is relatively... So wouldn't dinosaurs, like, naturally construct more arcades? You know, like, covered large areas? Because they need heat retention and stuff, so they would naturally gravitate towards covered environments. I'm just saying it feels more logical. There's even heat lamps near each table. I gesture towards it, and Olivia glances over. She considers and gives a brief nod. When we enter, we share a mutual exhale as the warm embrace of modern air conditioning welcomes us. There's no line, with all the tables were occupied. The waitress behind the counter is sympathetic to Olivia shivering through and offers us a patio table besides the largest heat lamp outside. Oh, yeah, they have those things nowadays, don't they? Like those big, goofy lamps. Then she... What is this fucking line? They caught a cold, and then they fought Luigi. Ah. Our order of burger and fries were quickly made, and we're... look at the fries, man. Oh, this is a cute little scene. And we're ushered to the warmest spot in front of the restaurant. Didn't you literally just say that? The warm burger and the heated light invigorate Olivia. I hadn't realized just how bad the cold weather had affected her, and I'm relieved as I watch the color return to her scales. And as she recovers, so does her appetite. As I slide my plastic Wait a minute. If you're cold-blooded, why would you have the capacity to, like, contort and twist your veins like that? Because that's like a... I don't even know, but... I can't imagine that that's something every species would have. Like the pale face as blood is drawn towards more... Actually, no. As I slide my plastic basket of fries towards her, I notice that the little square has gotten more populated. Despite the cold, several dino families fill the remaining seats, some with food and some just taking advantage of the heaters. Something going on? I poke Olivia and gesture around, and she just shrugs. Oh, hey, it's these guys! Just a few more minutes, and an oddly dressed group crosses the middle of the square. Compared to everyone else, they are very underdressed for the weather, wearing furred vests and oddly baggy shorts. Look at these fucking characters about to have an anime bullshit showdown in the middle of the crowd. There's 10 of them in sodals, a family of feathered raptors. Swallowing a mouthful of burger, I turn to Olivia and ask and see an excited grin on her face. You know them? Shh. Oh man, I forgot it's Friday night. There's always some live performers here. Just watch. Wow! 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 Whoosh. Look at Olivia. Look at how I love them. I think we all laughed at like chibi they're called gang members. Jerry, no. You know how we all laughed at like Chibi Fang and Chibi Fang and the characters in Goodbye Volcano High? I do think that them having a little fun with the art style here is something they should have done a bit more. That is a Crash Bandicoot type sound. Garbs officially wins the parasocial medal of... I don't know. Stop learning Mahjong. For real this time? Like, if you're going to go for a drawn art style, and you're not going realistic enough that you aren't going to draw, like, scale detailing on the characters, just have some fun pictures that are like this, you know? Capture that element. Have a little goof. Have a little goof. Have a little goof. They did it with some of the characters in Snook Game where they had more exoteric expressions, but come on. You're going to get fire on my fries. Whoa! An elder-looking dinosaur stands out in front with a microphone. I guess he must be the elder, the ringmaster? Good evening, everyone. It is a truly magical frosty night out, so let's warm things up a little bit for everyone. Each member is adorned with various hoops and juggling pins that light a blaze. So please gather close and let the Ashtail clan share a little fire with everyone. Oh, goddammit, they're done me. What does that mean, Inco? Well, one, they're going to enslave us, and then they're going to yell about ancestor worship. And there's probably going to be a few who are going to say things like praise Vivek and complain about my style of dress being some sort of blasphemy or something. I will introduce myself. I am Fire Master Alejandro. I assure you, tonight is a very special show. They continue setting up. A sign is placed nearby with with their fucking socials on them. I do a quick search and whoa! Wow! With these kinds of numbers, there must be quite a spectacle to garner an online site. audience this size. There is something about the writing in E3 so far I've noticed in Ending 3 that it really does feel like there's something about this sentence that gets me. There's a lot of little sentences that get me a little bit. Yeah. Also, I'm having some throat problems. But don't worry, this replaces prom, so we're good. Several children tug away from their parents and sit on the parameter set with rope. Several children tug away from their parents and sit on a parameter set with rope. One of the members had laid out. That's a weird sentence, too. It makes me a bit nervous, but they're professionals, I hope. We begin with the traditional Batiera del Fuego. A drum beat begins playing. A drum beat starts playing from a nearby amplifier. It's a strong, steady beat. It's meant to be as a metronome for the group. So you guys are from Avatar, right? Are you firebenders? That means you're Asian, right? Inco, shut up. I'm just asking. I want to know if I can learn to firebend. Inco, for fuck's sake. But he looks like Zuko! I want him to Shoryuken me. You're talking about the Hadouken, you idiot. No. This basically confirms there are no dragons in this universe. I guess it's not angels, it's scaly wind. What a weird comparison to draw. After a few seconds, the troop starts dancing. Rods spun a flame, creating wheels of fire as they ran about the square. The crowd cheers as the embers sweep by them. Fuck. Are you sure this is meant for straight people? Are you sure this is meant for straight men? Because, Damien might not be the only one whose Gator is going off. Damien, what the fuck are you doing it? Well, I needed to tip the driver, and you kind of fucking shafted me on that, so, you give me your wallet or I'm gonna give you a black eye like an ending one. Oh. The Firemaster, a grandfatherly-looking dino, is the wildest of them all. He waxes that facial hair, as you just know it. With fireproof wax at that. He wields a pair of chains, the ends of which are lit ablaze, and he spins them around with reckless abandon. The man alone is a veritable firestorm among the rest of his troop, even going as far as to let the fireballs bounce off his body to create more unique flaming shapes. My steak fries sit abandoned as Olivia is entranced by the live performers, her silver eyes wide as they take in a particular performer as he twirls around with flaming fans. Actually, looking at all the performers, they're all raptors. Well, it is a family troop. I mean, you can adopt children or have hybrids or weird extended family. I'm just saying. Shh. Yeah, indeed. All 10 Firedads appear to be one single large family. Inco, that's racist. How is it racist? I'm just saying, Inco, there are a lot of mixed species families out there. Are you sure? Because every single fucking couple we've seen so far has not been any of that. In fact, even Goodbye Volcano High has never done that. And that's mostly because they don't even have adults to begin with. Well, now that you're pointing it out, it's kind of weird, yeah. Also, in a setting like Goodbye Volcano High, which seems to be predominantly moving past a lot of the things we have nowadays, you'd think people would adopt more. I'm just saying. Inco, for fuck's sake, I missed the show. Are you happy now? Though there were minor... Jesus fucking Christ, Inco, that's how family works. Like, I've already complained that, like, Ripley and Samantha look way too much like their children, but fuck! Or are you talking about their uniforms? Because that's not established. The biggest one being small flourishes in their vest and prop. Otherwise, they look like clones. Well, Inco, there are certain species that reproduce asexually. What? Yeah, there's several species that, like, they're all women and they just clone themselves. I thought that was a modern-day lizard. Nope. Well, that's just weird. It's about as weird as you guys are. The tempo of the beat hastens as the spiraling fire dancers move around their elder more swiftly. Then all of a sudden the drumming halts, and the performers bring their fire props to a halt before them. The older leader's chains swing straight up, and twin fireballs hang over him for a split second. The blazing orbs descend, and whoosh. All the raptors exhale into their props as fireballs crash into the earth, creating a great gout of flame upwards in the facsimile of a bomb blast. The fire recedes, and the members of the troop regroup. The ringleader once more taking the front and center. Troop regroup is a pretty good one. That's a pretty good rhyme. There's applause. A lot of applause. I didn't even realize I was clapping wildly. Oh man, that's so exciting. Until I felt my palms sting. You fucking dork. How do you not notice that? It's your body. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no mo. The elder dino motions for the choir out to quiet down, and once we're all silent, he makes to speak. Thank you, thank you. His accent is thick and his tone gravelly, further showing his age. How did you not mention this at the beginning? For those of you who are new to us, we, the Ashtail clan, the Ashtail family, the other 9 members hoot together, blowing smaller flame pillars, have been in these mountains since time immemorial. No, you're not. You're Mexican migrants. Shut up. No, that's Spanish, you idiot. No. He saunters around the open square, casually turning his twin as though there wasn't a softball-sized fire at the end of it. Generation upon generation, we have entertained the visitors to Vocal dear. Oh, it's a tourist district, I remember. I, Alejandro Ashtel, am the 7th head of the family. That's not that old. Actually, considering how long you can be a head for, it really does depend. He pauses to let the crowd take in the information, then struts back to his family. There's murmurs. Even the other performers look confused as he wraps one arm around one of the female performers and moves back to the center with her. Oh man, those bells look pretty fucking spiffy. Damn. And this is my granddaughter, Michaela. Alejandro pushes the young woman forward. The shorter and more lanky raptor compared to the stocky leader. She looks about our age. Greetings, my friends. Tonight is also a special show for another. Oh, he does look really old. Damn. It marks the 25th year I have led this group. It's quite a lot, is it not? Hard to tell when you're getting grey hairs when so much of it tends to singe right off. He pauses for chuckle from the audience as he assumes his JoJo pose. However, the sands of time stop for no one. So, that being said, it is time I step out of the spotlight and give the new generation their time to bask in it. And as I leave, it is a great honor for me to declare that she will be joining the ranks proper. I have taught her everything she knows, and I am proud of her. So please welcome her in, and expect great things from her, for she will be inheriting the title tonight. ¿Qué? You're Spanish? What? Like, the whole presentation has so much more Asian styles to it. From the fucking bells to, like, the suits and everything. God damn it, stop confusing me. I want to know if this is anime bullshit or not. Inco, the Mexicans love Dragon Ball Z. You'll get your anime bullshit. But it's not the same. I don't want to watch the dub. Poor guy. ¿Qué? The entire family is whispering to one another now. This isn't staged. Ah, Michaela, you're of age now. Michaela. Probably Michaela, because I know that the double L gets weird in Spanish. 25 years to this day. Yeah, there is I know there's a lot of, like, Japanese people in Brazil, for example. 25 years to this day, my own grandfather bestowed upon me these changes of leadership on this very spot. The crowd oohs. And on this, the 25th year of my performing, I find that you are ready, my granddaughter. I cannot do a Spanish accent without actual Spanish, I'm sorry. As much as I can, in fact, read a little bit of Spanish. Cannot do it without it. The chains finally stop spinning. Alejandro is now holding and presenting them to the crowd, and then his granddaughter. Go on, the crowd, she awaits. Michaela hesitates, her hand now shying away from the chain as though it will burn her. I mean, she looks nervous. Look at those puffy pants. They're great. Grandpa, this is, up. I know you are ready for this, sweetie. He looks her in the eye, and his once bombastic tone is now more soothing. You have devoted your life to our traditions, absorbing up all the lessons in earnest. They're like the chains of chaos. Yeah, baby. You have that fire inside of you, just like the fire that I am giving you now. Because I am El Matador. Dad, that's the whatever. The Fire Master turns to the crowd with a gigantic grin, his voice larger than life. Do you agree, my friends? A thunder of cheers and a clapping echo, and the crowd is fully invested in the family ritual taking place. Someone starts chanting a name enough soon that Olivia and I are chanting with them. Our voices invigorate her. What a weird thing to focus on, right? But I guess that's the point. Like, Olivia isn't ready. She doesn't want to move on. So, passing of the torch is supposed to represent, like, Iadakon and everything. You know, like, when you really think about it, that's what it's about. The parallel is to Olivia. Also, I love how the kids off to the side look so fucking basic. They're just completely zoned out. With a loud and triumphant whoop, 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 Micaiah takes a chance from her grandfather. The ball of flame spin once more, far more wildly as she hollers up uproariously along with the crowd. Yes, Michaela. Now go! It is your time to... It is your show to run now. The old diner man is back to the rest of the family, taking up Micaiah's abandoned baton before taking a seat amongst the crowd near us. My friend... Welcome to the Thunderdome! The tickets for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. My friends, it is with great honor, as the 8th head of the Ashtails. The other 8 performers once more exhale tall belts of flame. Let the show continue! With a graceful somersault, a new drumbeat blares to the speaker, and the dancers begin to move with their flaming props. I mean, as long as it touches you for like a second, you're fine, right? The clothing is probably made for it, and I imagine that their scaly bodies are a bit more resistant. The new member moves with elegance. She's clearly had a lot of practice. That grandpa.
I love this face. Look at his face. Look at this goober. Look at this man.
Olivia's like, oh, and he's like, Oh, I have to. Oh, I have to show this. This is fucking hilarious. I just love how his lip is so far out, too. Like, wow, hey, what was that? What was that? Your smile just faltered. I saw it. The corner of my eye. What's up? Aren't you observant? I just feel for him a bit. The Fire Master? Why? In a way, it's kind of sad. The great Alejero will retire, and his granddaughter will take his place. What's he going to be doing for the rest of his life? He loves his job, and he just retired. He's never going to do it again. He's going to enter into his twilight years and know the best is behind. Jesus fucking Christ, Inco, you haven't even graduated high school. What the hell are you talking about? Is that what you think? That's what I worry about. Olivia looks back at the show, and the newest member dances elegantly. Look at him. Look at the little fucking child. How much carf did they give these kids? Look at that grin. He's so happy. The performers laugh and hoot in the square, the new leader of their troop. Compared to her grandfather, she's far more energetic, and it flourishes and sweeps off faster than Alejandro's. But, even still, for a few snippets I could see worry cross across Micaiah's face, questioning herself, or a movement, or something. The look would vanish, though, and when another member of the troop would pass her by, whisper something to her, or perform a duet move with her to help correct her. Take the show and now, it feels less refined compared to the first act, but also more real and vibrant. Firemaster claps along and laughs to himself, giving a reassuring thumbs up. Olivia looks at the old man, lost in thought. It's your Iadakon, get it? Well, maybe there's a little bit of truth there, but... I mean, look at him. Does he look sad? No, he looks like he's having the best day of his life. He looks really happy for his granddaughter. His granddaughter that he taught everything he knows. Oh god, I've never seen that sentence with, like, different pronouns. Because I always thought that, like, the sentence structure here is his granddaughter that he taught everything he knows, as in he has conferred all information to that character, instead of his granddaughter that he taught everything that she now knows. I don't know. I personally went with the first interpretation, but I guess the second one works too. Oh, I'm seeing a slight art imperfection on one of Olivia's teeth there. In fact, it's on both. Also, I'm just gonna point this one out, but like, for going from this goofy-ass face to this is such a transition. Everything he learned from his father. One day the torch passed to him, and he upheld that legacy he inherited for years and years. An amazing career, and he raised the circuit. Why are we having this conversation now? Why is now the time for this? Like, Iadakon isn't... I guess that's the whole point with Olivia on the bed, is to remind us of Iadakon, and then we're primed for the scene a bit more. Although we had a whole bit for them. I don't think the transition is that clean, but I don't know how you could do it properly anyway. Other than having the meander on the metro, and that wouldn't be too great either. Now she's ready to do it all herself. It's a matter of trust. Yeah, but your teacher died from cancer, Olivia. It's not like he had a fucking ritual and had this planned out. He just fucking died. No, his refers to Alejandro, and Mikea is the granddaughter. God, that stupid face. I think I'm gonna pin it. It's just too goofy. Yet it's a matter of trust. You don't think someone as old as he isn't able to tell? It's an old tradition, you know. Only a poet could appoint another poet. Well, that's just stupid. What if the poet dies? Well, then some other poet appoints him. What if all the poets die? Inco, that's an outlier situation. How the fuck would that ever happen? Well, I'm just saying you want to have your strategies in place. Things change. People change. But a talent, a craft, it has to be passed down, or else even the little things become impossible to do. Alejandra knew his craft well enough to... Oh, does she know these people or something? Because the implication is that she knows these people or something. I think there was that implication earlier. Knew his craft well enough to perform for 25 years. And look at Mikea. She's performing just as well as he did. He knows better than us, Inco, and I don't think he's wrong for wanting to pass on his legacy. To pass along everything you know like that to someone you love. It's to grant that purpose, isn't that purpose? Yeah, but on some level, doesn't it also just assign someone a purpose? Like, you're not giving someone a purpose. You're kind of assigning it to them in the process. Like, you're making them good. You're wasting their limited space, making them especially good at something. I mean, I guess you could see it and look at it like that. I'm just saying, Inco, you've been a fucking... Oh my god, someone is stupid face. God damn it. That's where she's happy. Life's full of uncertainties. To raise someone out to take your place is one of the biggest challenges. Moving forward with no fear or future at all. Making it so even the apprentice can become the master and passion which he knows just the same. That's the biggest challenge turned into a great blessing. To keep going even when it burns. Always moving towards a final victory. Oh, it's this... I get what it's about. It's the speech he's gonna give at Iarikon's death. And in the end, he won. I wipe the tear from her eye and she leans into my hand. Somewhere in there something's changed. He started referring to two people. I want to tell, but she knows. I think I'm ready. Inco. Inco! I got it! You got what? I can't really explain right now. It's more like a feeling, like a flame. We have to get back. What are you waiting for? Let's go! She yanks my arms and starts burning rubber towards the direction we came from. Hold on. I need to go take a piss.